What's up guys, welcome to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And if you are new here, hi, my name is Minzy. Here we talk about all things fragrances because I love sharing and connecting with you guys through my olfactive journey. And I love connecting with you guys by sharing, just talking about anything that makes my heart happy. So if that sounds like the type of content that you enjoy watching, please consider to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you are notified every time I upload a video. Alright guys, spring is right around the corner, or maybe by the time I upload this video, spring is already here, and you know, it is time for me to talk about fragrances for spring. And today I have about 5 fragrances to talk about that I cannot wait to wear this spring. And don't get me wrong, by no means this is all of the fragrances I'm going to wear this spring. There are a lot more than just 5. I can easily go up to 10, 15, 20 different fragrances recommendations, but I feel like if I include so many fragrances in my video, I won't be able to give you a more detailed review on each fragrance. And guys, don't worry, I am not gonna stop by just recommend you guys 5 of these fragrances today, because I already plan a lot more content for spring fragrances in the future. So I will for sure give you guys more recommendations in the future videos. So that's why make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell, okay? All right guys, let's kick off spring fragrances, the recommendations that I cannot wait to wear this year by talking about Amouage Lilac Love. And here is the bottle. I love Amouage bottle, guys. I gotta say, Amouage have one of the best bottles in my opinion. Guys, how can I not fall in love with this bottle? Isn't it stunning? It's really stunning, and it looks expensive. It's really worth every single penny that I pay for this bottle. And I just love the shade of lilac. Guys, if you don't know, I am a sucker for pastel colors, especially pastel pink and lilac. So when I saw this bottle, I had to have it right away. But the good news is I'm not only in love with the bottle, not only in love with the way the bottle looks, but also the scent inside. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I have a full in-depth review on this gorgeous baby, and I feel like it's really criminally underrated. I don't hear a lot of people talk about Lilac Love, and I can understand that if you tried it for the first time, you might not be a big fan for this fragrance. But honestly guys, trust me, this is the type of fragrance that you cannot just spray it on the paper, smell it, and walk away. This is the type of fragrance that you need to give it a full wear test. Like actually wear it out to understand, to see the beauty of this fragrance. To me, by far the most unique gourmand floral fragrance that I have ever put my nose on. You know, there are definitely lilac fragrances out there on the market, but most of the lilac fragrances, they focus more on the fresh, the aquatic, the floral side of the lilac, but no one does it like Lilac Love, you know, gourmand floral. How many times, how many fragrances out there that you see people do gourmand floral with the notes of lilac? Not, right? I don't see any yet. At least, you know, to my knowledge, I haven't seen anything gourmand lilac fragrance yet. So this is the very first gourmand lilac fragrance that I ever smell. And this fragrance was created when Christopher Chung was still a creative director at Amouage, and I can see his touch in here. I really love his creative directions that he did for this collection, the Secret Garden collections. And let me just sum up how this fragrance smells. It smells very ethereal, magical. Like, something about this is so magical. Imagine you sit in your room, in your bedroom, right next to the window. The sun is shining, you have like a lilac trees outside, and the wind just blow and bring that beautiful lilac scent to your rooms, and you are sipping a cup of cacao or a cup of chocolate. And that's exactly what this fragrance smelled like. Every time I talk about this fragrance, I have so much passions because I really love the way it smells. And again, this is one of my favorite fragrances for life that I cannot live without, period. Hands down, one of my most favorites for life. And you know, I would definitely pay full retail for this bottle, but fortunately, we don't have to. You can find this one on a lot of discounter for about $150. So it is a good deal, to be honest. And I don't know why not more people talk about this fragrance, because to me, this is a very beautiful scent. Now, the performance of this one, I would say it lasts a pretty good amount of time. By all means, this is not a beast mode fragrance, but like I said in my full in-depth review video for this fragrance, I think it is intentionally done that way so that, you know, it's maintained that beauty of this fragrance. So yeah, it's very comforting, it's very cozy, cocooning when you wear this fragrance. And again, it's also very beautiful, elegant, and classy. So if you haven't tried this out, please make sure to give this fragrance a try. I promise you, this is a stable fragrance for spring, and not only for spring. To be honest, I wear this one year round, but I think spring is the best time of the year to rock this one because the weather is still a little bit cold, like it's not completely too warm. And then the flowers is blooming everywhere, and it's just, I think it's just gorgeous to wear this time of the year. So yeah, it is Amouage Lilac Love. Alright guys, the next fragrance I'm going to talk about is one from Parfums de Marly, and it is Safanad. And here is how the bottle looks. I also love this bottle so much. Honestly, I love every single bottles in the house of Parfums de Marly and Amouage. To me, they have like the best bottles. And guys, to be honest, talking about spring fragrances, I can easily mention the whole entire line for women from Parfums de Marly for spring, because I feel like every single of them is just pretty and it just fit right in this spring category fragrance, you know what I mean? But again, this is not a video talking about Parfums de Marly, so I just want to narrow down to one fragrance, which is Safanad, but you can easily just go with any one in the female collections from Parfums de Marly. And I already mentioned Delina exclusive a lot. You guys already know that is also one of my favorites of all time. I wear Delina exclusive year round, all seasons. I don't care. In fact, last year I wore that fragrance when I went to Hawaii, and you know Hawaii is more of a warm tropical climate, and I still rock that fragrance. That fragrance still work really well with that kind of climate. But anyway, sorry, I'm rambling. Today, let's talk about Safanad because I want to shine more light to this fragrance. Oh my god, this is by far my favorite orange blossom fragrance. And guys, actually, this is also one of my favorites for life, and I don't regret to put that on top of my list because it is really beautiful. Now, this is an orange blossom fragrance with the note of pear at the opening. I love the pear notes in Parfumerie, guys. I really dig in the note of pear in perfumes, and usually when there's a pear notes in the perfume, I always get that beautiful juicy fruity feeling, and that pear, that juicy fruity feeling in there pairs so well with the orange blossom in this fragrance. It smells gorgeous. It smells like candy like orange blossom and very mouth watering. Like every time I put my nose on this fragrance, I cannot help to have my mouth watering because it's that gorgeous. I think it's very borderline gourmand. I would say this is another gourmand floral fragrance, and I am a person who loves sweet fragrance, so it's just perfect. You know, we walk into spring, we wear more of the floral fragrances, but again, I still want that sweet touch in my fragrance, and this one satisfies my sweet tooth. We have the floral, we have the orange blossom, and we still have that beautiful sweet gourmand touch from the pear, from, you know, other fruit in here. And guys, don't worry, by all means, this is not a cloyingly sweet fragrance. It still have that beautiful fresh on top, you know, in the opening. And you can wear this one literally morning or nighttime. I think it still fit in both different, you know, times of the day, and I think this one is sexy enough for you to rock on date night. Oh, I forgot to talk about the performance. So the performance of this one is pretty much pretty similar to Lilac Love, so it's not gonna be stellar performance, you know. It's not a beast mode fragrance, but it still lasts. I wear this one to work and it still lasts me all day. By the end of the day, I still can smell it, and my coworker definitely smell it because I got compliments on this fragrance. So yeah, again, we have Safanad from Parfums Dermali. Now guys, I just talked about this brand like 1 or 2 videos before, so I think you kind of know what I'm going to talk about right now. It is Into the Forest from Mith, Bangkok, and here is the bottle. And yes, this is for sure will be in my spring rotation. I will wear this for spring. I cannot tell you how excited I am to have this fragrance in my collections. And if you don't know, this is completely out of my comfort zone. This is not my cup of tea type of fragrance, but somehow it works out for me perfectly. And this is a beautiful green, fresh green, clean fragrance for people who are not into green fragrance. I hope it makes sense. But yeah, so again, in that video, I do talk about how this fragrance, you know, develop on your skin. This one has a very beautiful grapefruit opening, and when you wear it, when you spray it on your skin, you can pick up that grapefruit right away. It's very juicy, it's zesty, it's tangy. You know, it's just like when you peel that grapefruit and, you know, you can get all that aroma from the inside and the skin of the grapefruit. You get all of that in here. And I just love that grapefruit. It's really gives this fragrance that uplifting, refreshing opening. And then as you move on to the middle part and the end of this fragrance, you get more of that beautiful musky green vegetal, floral, woody. I just love it. Again, imagine you are hiking in a tropical forest, and you've been hiking for a while, so you're pretty tired, you get pretty warm because you know it's a hot day. The sun is beaming through those tree branches, and out of nowhere there the rain is coming, and that rain just wash away all of your tiredness, bring out that beautiful greenery scent, that beautiful, you know, freshness in the air. And it makes you feel so calm and peaceful and relaxed. And that's what this fragrance makes me feel. And because of that, I'm just head over heel in love with this fragrance. Talking about the performance of this one, I would say it has an average performance. So it's not a stellar performance type of fragrance. This is not a beast mode fragrance. It does project, it does last. I think to me it lasts for a pretty good amount of 8 hours, but it only projects about 2 hours, and then it will stay closer to your skin. But to me, I think it makes sense because this is more of a fresh and clean fragrance. So I understand that the performance, you know, the projections wouldn't be like other fragrances that we usually wear during fall, winter. And I don't mind that. I don't mind to reapply this. In fact, I rather it has like less of the projections. When it gets warmer during spring, it would be perfect, you know. And again, it lasts. It does last on my skin, especially if you spray on your clothes. By the end of the day, you will still be able to smell this fragrance on your clothes. Yeah, it's just a gorgeous fragrance. Beautiful, fresh, clean, green fragrance that you absolutely need to check this out. All right guys, let's talk about another Thai brand that I don't hear a lot of people talk on YouTube. It is Stranger Parfumeries, and the perfume is Summer Peaches by the Tea Room. It has a very long name. And this is how the bottle looks. And I did talk about this fragrance during summer. I did a dedicated video for this brand. I talk about this one, Summer Peaches by the Tea Room, and I also talk about another one from this brand. Again, I think this is a very underrated house, but to me it has a very special connection to me. Like I said in my video talking about Mith and Broad, there's a lot of fragrance out there that try to interpret the area, the Southeast Asia area, but not a lot of fragrances out there that actually touch my heart, that actually speak to me. Like when I smell them, I just don't feel that connection until I found out Mith, Broth, and then of course Stranger Parfumeries. This one, oh my god, this is a beautiful green tea fragrance with that beautiful juicy peach and a little bit, a touch of ethereal, very angelic floral. They have the wisteria note, the freesia notes in here. I don't know what wisteria smell like, but in general, you know, the rose, the peach blossom, wisteria, neroli, freesia, all of those flowers combinations in here just give this beautiful, you know, floral touch in this fragrance without bringing it without leaning too much on the floral direction. To me, this is still, I feel like this focused more on the green tea as the main player, and other notes are just there to support that beautiful green tea notes. And I love a beautiful tea fragrance. On my skin, it could lean, it turns a little bit soapy. And you know, I don't usually like soapy fragrance, but somehow, again, with this fragrance, it worked out for me perfectly. And every time I smell this, it just brings me right back to my childhood, where, you know, after a long day just running around in my neighborhood, and I went back home, I have like a beautiful, a refreshing glass of green tea, you know, sweet green tea. It's absolutely satisfying, you know. And when I smell this fragrance, I feel that feeling again. And something about it reminds me of my childhood, that makes me feel very calm and peaceful. So I love this fragrance so much, and I wish more people talk about this, you know, this brand, because they are gorgeous and they're not even that expensive. I know it's only 30 ml in here, but honestly, I think they have a very, not extremely good performance, but they do have good performance that I feel like 30 ml is enough for you. And you know, you can just finish the bottle and move on with a different fragrance. So yeah, we have Summer Peaches by the Tea Room by the House of Stranger Parfumerie. Alright guys, we are toward the end of this video, and I'm going to talk about the last fragrance that I cannot wait to wear this spring. And I did feature this one in my haul video last time. It is Bouquet Encore from Lojas Parfum. And this is the bottle. Very simple bottle, nothing special about this. It has like a woody cap. I don't think it's real wood, but it has, you know, beautiful feature. It looks like a wood. But yeah, and this fragrance is also not that expensive, so that's another thing that I like about it. But this is such a beautiful, sweet tuberose fragrance. So I feel like a lot of time people don't like tuberose fragrance because they could pull too heady, too vintagey, too old school, you know, or too green. Those are the feature that we usually see in tuberose fragrances. But with this one, it is a sweet tuberose. And we usually think sweet tuberose as bubblegum tuberose. I don't think this is a bubblegum tuberose, but again, you cannot deny that this is a sweet tuberose. I feel like if you like Safanad, you will also like Bouquet Encore from Lojas Parfum, because this is also like a sweet gourmand floral type of fragrance. This focused on the orange blossom, and this one focused on the tuberose. And I actually not sure about the notes of this one, and I only wear this fragrance one time at work, but I really love it. So from what I remember from that one time I wore this fragrance to work, this is also a very beautiful, clean laundry type of fragrance. You know, like those beautiful laundry sheet that you throw in your dryer to make your clothes smell beautiful, floral, and clean. This one does give me the same feeling like that dry sheet, but of course more elevated, more refined, more on a perfume type of way, not like a dry sheet type of way. Actually, let me spray it a little bit on the card. So I just look at the notes, and the notes for this ones are pretty simple, you know. So at up top we have the Sichuan pepper, and then middle notes we have tuberose and jasmine, and then base note we have vanilla and musk. So it's pretty simple, but I like that about this fragrance. It's simple but beautiful, and I definitely see a bride wearing this fragrance, because this is the type of fragrance that show that beautiful, feminine, effortless beauty from a bride. So I would definitely recommend for any of you girl out there that planning a spring wedding, look into this fragrance. I feel like you would love this fragrance to wear during your spring wedding. And guys, to be honest, to talk about tuberose or white floral fragrances, I could go on and on. I could give you so many more recommendations for white floral or focus on tuberose fragrances for spring, because those are the best. Those smell so good in the springtime. To name a few, I can easily say French Flower from Mith Premier. I can say Lady White's Neck from Stefan Humbert Lucas. Honor Woman from Amouage. You know, the list go on and on. But again, this video, I don't want to give too many fragrances, because then I cannot focus. I cannot give you more in-depth review of each fragrance, and then it will be defeat my purpose, you know what I mean? But yeah, to name a few, those I would definitely recommend you guys, and I will for sure do a more focus on white floral, tuberose specifically type of video to talk more about those fragrances. But today I would just give you, you know, Bouquet Encore from Lojas Parfum, and then Safanad from Parfums de Marly. These are the two white floral fragrances that I would want to talk about today. And yeah, I would love to do more and more spring fragrances video for you guys, because I do have a lot of beautiful fragrances that I cannot wait to wear this spring. I would also recommend some of the rose fragrances or even iris fragrances, because you know we have so many options other than just white floral for spring, right? So yeah, we also have rose, we also have iris. I would definitely even wear iris Malacan during spring, because you know the weather is still pretty cold. Especially at nighttime, you can definitely get away with iris Malacan. Again, it's a beautiful iris fragrance with so much going on in that fragrance. You know, you got the aromatic, you got the vanilla, you got the powdery, you got a more green touch. You got so many multi-facets, multi-aspect in that fragrance. But hey, I just go off on a tangent, oh my god. But that's just how you know those are the fragrances that I'm really passionate about, and I cannot stop talking about. Even though I'm not including them in this video, I still want to talk about them. But anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoy this short list of fragrances. Again, I still have a lot more content for spring recommendations, so look out for my future videos, because we still have a lot to discuss, okay? We still have a lot more fragrances I want to discuss about, and I don't want to just talk about the ones that I already talked about in the past. I want to give you recommendations, new fragrances that I just discovered too. So because of that, I do need some time, guys. I do need some time to experience with them and to give them a full wear test before I can sit here and tell you guys what I think, right? And I'm just waiting for the weather to be perfect. Today is a perfect day. It's sunny outside. It really makes me happy, and I want to just go outside and test out some of my fragrances. But it's going to rain again tomorrow, so because of the weather, you know, it's still changing from sunny to rainy, from warm to a much colder day. I haven't been able to really test out a lot of fragrances for spring, but for sure I will test them out when the weather gets better and go back here and tell you guys what I think. But yeah guys, again, this is the end of my video. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching video today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.